So we get home last night to Minnie, and this is what we find. Kelsie's rug everywhere.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
What do you think that is? Because we left her here longer than normal?
Yeah, she was being spiteful.
She's just staring at me like, what are you talking about?
Oh, she's stretching. What a cutie. You're a cute baby.
It's just unbelievable. Look how much she shredded up. I wish we like had a video camera just like watching her.
I know, we can see how long it took her and
like it would be funny to watch though, even though it's like your rug's destroyed. It's really not destroyed. Oh, this part is. I didn't see that. It looks like she might have been just digging in one spot.
Oh man.
This is the best breakfast ever. Dark chocolate and raw milk.
I don't eat chocolate as dark as Danny, and I don't drink raw milk. But that's his best breakfast for him.
I don't like eating eggs this early in the morning.
It's 8:20, it's not that early.
It's like a brunch for me though.
Why are you standing like that? Hi, man. Don't even think about it. Remember when I thought that these were your ribs? I was like, why are your ribs like that?
I'm eating my snack over here at the table, and Minnie's sleeping on the couch. I'm enjoying myself. I look up. This is what I see. What are you doing? What are you doing? This is my snack, by the way. It's beef jerky, but it's from a farm. It's from they grass feed their cows and everything, so it's delicious and healthy. I'm about to go for a bike ride, and Min is laying in the sun over there. I got my Vibrams on. Alright, so see how much I rode. I downloaded an app that tracks how many miles you go, either running or biking. Whew, man, that's like the farthest I've probably biked since 10th grade. I was never a big biker, but I was a little bit into it in high school, just, you know, riding around the development. Or when we went to our friend's house, there's like a bike trail. But I just rode my bike to the park. Partially on roads, and then how does this work? All right. Partially on roads, and then there's like a lot of trails in the park I went to. So I rode a little bit, you know, off-road type stuff. And it says okay, that's not very much, but for me it's a lot because I haven't done it in a while. 5.76 miles, 36 minutes, and my average speed was 9.5 miles an hour. It's pretty good, I guess. I don't know. I'll try to improve that next time. Max speed was 26 miles an hour. Wow. And out of the 36 minutes, I was moving for 34 minutes on the bike. I stopped by the lake and sat for a little bit, so I guess I sat for like 2 minutes.
Later we have time. Media buries psychiatric drug connection to Navy shooter. Paul Watson's article, Infowars.com, PrisonPlanet.com, and it's also up on DrugsReport.com.
So I know that people aren't going to be happy about this little rant, but I don't care. I know people say, like, you put your life on the internet, so people are going to comment on it, but people need to realize that everyone lives their lives differently. There's, just because some things are the norm, like someone working a 9-to-5 job, or someone not getting married until they're stable, or not having children until they're stable, might seem like a norm to you, but honestly, that's just known to you because that's what a lot of people do. But that does not mean that that is what everyone does. And everyone lives their lives differently, and finds fulfillment in their lives differently, and it's just how it is. Like, not everyone works a 9-to-5. Not everyone wants to make 6 figures, or wants to be the top at whatever they're doing, or wants to be the most famous or the most popular, or wearing the most expensive things, or driving the most expensive cars, or having the biggest house. Honestly, Danny and I do not want that at all. That is not what we're looking for in life. We aren't looking for anything like that, actually. It's funny because we both don't really understand why the world is, I don't know if the world is like that exactly. I know our country definitely is like that. But, like, we just don't find fulfillment in that at all. When I decided to quit my job, and when I decided to change everything with school and stuff to be what made me happy, I have been so much happier and so much less stressed, and like, it's just ridiculous. And once Danny figured out what he wanted to go to college for, and like, he's finishing that up, and like, he has such big plans for when he graduates, it's just, if we make a lot of money from that, we do. If we don't, we don't. Like, that's just the way it is with us. We don't plan, like, we're not making plans to make all this money or to be the norm of this country. We're doing what we want to do, and what we feel God is leading us to do, and what we feel is the best for our lives, and what our interests and passions are. And I'm just, like, pretty much sick of these negative comments of people asking, like, one thing is about the vitamins. Okay, I'm just going to explain about the vitamins real quick. I know that the norm of this country is for you to go to the drugstore and get prenatal vitamins. However, the prenatal vitamins really do not have that many minerals in them, and vitamins and stuff. They are pretty low on, like, the, amount you're getting. So me and Danny both researched and found vitamins that had enough that I needed as a pregnant woman and as a human being. There's 600 micrograms of folic acid, so I also take a little pill with another, I think it's another 300 micrograms of it. So I'm taking like 900 micrograms of folic acid, which is, I think most people say you should take 800 micrograms. And all the other vitamins and minerals in the vitamin drink I drink are more than what are in the prenatal thing. So it's like good for the baby, it's good for me, it doesn't have the crap that they put in the vitamins, and like, it's just a lot better. As for people commenting on how Danny and I feel about doctors, we do like our doctors. We do not think doctors are idiots. We do not think that doctors just like twiddled their thumbs in school. However, we do believe that many doctors are not good with nutrition. They go to school, and what they mostly learn, you can ask any doctor, is about medication. Our country is very, very, very into medication, and that's fine. I'm not totally against medication. When I go into labor, I'm getting an epidural. That was my decision. I'm going to be going into labor, and I want to have that peace of mind. I want it to be more, it's just my decision. You can agree or disagree. That's something that is personal for everyone. Do I take anxiety medicine? Yes, it is decreased by half because I'm pregnant, but I do take it. I've struggled with anxiety since about 10 years now, since I was little. So, yes, I do take medicine. Danny doesn't take medicine that often, but when he was in the hospital, yes, he took medicine. Yes, he had morphine because he was in extreme pain. We take medicine when we need to take it. We don't take medicine if we have a little headache or whatever, because that's hard on your liver, and it's just like, it adds up over time, and it's not natural. We don't think, you know, yes, when people are saying things about organic, yes, there are some people who say they're organic and then they find out they're not organic. We don't heavily rely on organic. In the long run, what's mostly important is health. What you're actually eating. Not organic is like long down the road. You need to be checking your diet first before you're checking if it's organic or not. So that's not even the most important thing to us. What's the most important thing to us is what we're actually eating in our diet. Someone was commenting about Danny eating eggs. I'm not sure. She said she was a nursing student. I'm not sure where you heard that eggs aren't good for you. Eggs are extremely good for you. And the nutrition classes I've taken, eggs said they are good for you. So I don't know what kind of school she goes to. But it's just, you need to realize that people are so conditioned and so in the norm of things that they can't wrap their mind around thinking that's different. I know when Danny first started getting into health and like when he said he wasn't going to eat bread anymore, I was like, what? Bread is a part of the food pyramid. Like, you need to eat bread. And then as I did research with him and learned, and he showed me his scientific journals that he reads and listens to these doctors and, you know, holistic people who actually care about the actual health of someone, it was just amazing to me how bad it is. Like, you know, I was conditioned. I was so in the norm of things. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. People are commenting about what we're going to do once we do have baby. We did not plan on getting pregnant. We did use protection. So this is something that God has blessed us with. And we are financially stable. We make enough money. And, you know, we also, like a lot of blogs, I read mommy blogs. There's women who are stay-at-home moms. They have one income. There's one lady, I love her blog. She's a Christian, and they live on a $30,000 a year income, and they go to Disney, and they're very frugal and very good with their money, and that's why I'm so thankful for Danny, because he is so good with money. So yes, anything is possible. Also, if you're wondering how we can afford our baby, we will not be spending thousands of dollars throughout our baby's life on formula or baby food, because that's disgusting. I don't care what anyone says, it's terrible. You cannot compare breast milk and fresh made baby food to the powder stuff, I don't even know what to call it, that you get at the store. I refuse to feed that to my child. I will not feed them powder. That's just not happening. So that saves thousands. I forget what the number is. We're also going to cloth diaper, because that also saves about $2,000 generally until a child is potty trained. And we're also making our own baby food, because like I said, we refuse to feed them the nasty stuff that is in baby food and powdered formula and stuff like that. But that was just kind of like a rant. I just had to get off my chest, because I was going through the comments and like people were just driving me nuts. Like, I just don't understand how you can comment on something and act like you know someone's whole life. You don't know our incomes, you don't know our situation with family and friends, and just the whole picture. People were saying, how will I nanny when I have a baby? I generally nanny and babysit more than one child at a time. I prefer it that way, actually. Someone was saying when the baby's a toddler, I wouldn't want to do that, but actually, I would more want to do that when the baby is a toddler, because then they can play with the other kids. Like, people just, like, I'm not sure where they come up with some of the stuff they say, and I really try not to let it bother me, but I just kind of snapped today. So, just wanted to share that with you a little bit, because people are just driving me nuts. I hope you kind of can understand.
Does anyone have any tips on poaching eggs? Because I just tried it and they didn't turn out too well. This one actually was really nice until I dropped it on the counter. But I just tried something new. Wanted to see how it turned out, and it didn't turn out too well. So if you have any tips on how to poach an egg perfectly, then let me know. What I did was I let the water simmer, and then I put some vinegar in it, and then I put the eggs in it, let it sit for about 3-4 minutes, and then took them out. But
Danny's at school, so just me and Min. Right, Min? She's chewing one of her little chips, which they're like these little beef things, and we call them her chips because they're like shaped like chips. Jeez. Since he's not here, I'm just going to watch a movie on Netflix, which I have to, is it gonna zoom in? I have to choose what I want to watch. I've seen, like, these are the ones that I chose, like, the ones that are moving up there, but I want to watch these with Danny, so, let's see, popular on Netflix. Like, the thing is, some of them are episodes, so I have to find a movie. I love the names they make for the categories for Netflix. Feel Good Disney, Talking Animal Animation. Like, what?